Okay. Hello and good evening or good morning or good afternoon, depending on where you are in the world. I'm really excited that you're tuning in and you're tuning in live, watching us live. I'm so excited to be sharing my client with you, and we're looking at exactly what she's been able to achieve in such a short space of time. If it's your first time seeing my video, please type in the chat blonde hair, okay? Type in blonde hair in the chat and let us know what it is that you do, and let us know, be sure to ask any questions for me or Maria as we share her story and her journey and how she's been managed to triple your income, okay? So let me introduce myself. My name is Petra and I am the Client Enrollment Strategist, and I help dozens of entrepreneurs, coaches and consultants. I help you to align yourself as a brand, and I help you to create high ticket coaching or consulting services of at least $3,000 or more. And then I also help you to enroll high-end clients with ease using very, very simple collaborative conversations, okay? So today we're going to be speaking to Mariah Jan. I'm going to get her to introduce herself, and we're going to be sharing how we've managed to create such a big brand in such a very small space of time. If you haven't been watching me, if you don't know who I am, I always talk about it doesn't have to take long to start making money in your business, and I'm well known for helping people to make money in their business within 6 weeks or less. So that's a little bit about me. Thank you for joining us. Oh, we've got quite a few people on. Please be sure to keep your mics on mute. Ask questions in the chat. And Maria, welcome. And please introduce yourself to us.
Hi, Petra. Hi, everybody on the call. It's very exciting to be here. I'm a little bit nervous because, as Petra would tell you, I'm a big introvert and I don't like to do videos at all. Like, this is literally my first live video. So kudos to Petra for making me do this. I mean, she can, yeah, I mean, she when she wants to do something, she makes sure that happens, but in a good way. I mean, that's really stepping up, isn't it? Making yourself more visible. So that's fantastic. And so I'll tell you a little bit about myself. I've been basically working in the content marketing industry for the past 6-7 years. Before that, I was working in a university. I was teaching business communication, business mathematics, and subjects like that. So after I had my kids, one of my kids, basically, he got diagnosed with moderate autism. So I started to leave my job and I stayed home to take care of him and his needs and everything else. So to keep my sanity intact, I fell into blogging. Like somebody said, why don't you start blogging? Because I always enjoyed writing. I took up blogging. From there, I fell into freelance content creation. Then I started teaching people how to guest blog for exposure and building your list. I was creating courses. So basically I was doing, all these activities that, everybody's probably familiar with already. The problem with that was that, it took up so much of my time creating all that content. And I was also, since I was working as a freelance content creator, I felt like, I was near the point of being burnt out. I didn't know if I could continue working like this. And, basically I was a little bit stuck. So fortunately for me, I discovered Facebook ads because I was sort of tired of growing my own list, with other sort of organic methods. And I thought, how could I actually, move this a little bit quicker? So I started experimenting with Facebook ads. I started getting these amazing results for myself, started talking to people, and they said to me, can you do that for me? So I started, running ads for themselves. So you've got to understand at this point that I was just charging, like I had no packages.
So just before we go into that, Maria, thank you for letting us know that your background was blogging. Okay, it was content writing. So when Maria and I actually met in January, and do you want to just share with us exactly how we met?
Yeah, so I discovered Petra through one of her webinars. I watched her webinar. It was about, getting people have discovery sessions and to have actually one-on-one sales conversations with them. And I was totally intrigued because I didn't even think that I could create premium packages at that point. I wasn't even aware of how I could sort of package my services that way. When I heard her talk about that, and she gives such amazing content on her webinars, I was totally blown away, and I said to myself that I need to talk to this girl, right? So I booked I believe it was a 3-hour intensive with her, and she walked me through. So again, going back to
what happened? What happened was can you put your mic on mute, please, because we can kind of hear you in the background there. What Maria just said then is she discovered me on a webinar. Okay, so I did a webinar, and she booked from that webinar. She booked a discovery call with me, and we had a 3-hour VIP intensive. But what I want to really share with you is that Maria is completely introverted. Okay, a very shy person. She doesn't do videos. This is her live. This is a big thing here, what we're doing right now with Maria. She didn't do videos at all. When she came to work with me, you was only charging, you were getting started with doing Facebook advertising. Is that right? At that time?
I was running ads for myself for the past 2 years prior to coming to you, and I was also running ads for our friends, I would say. So I wasn't charging for my services, what I was doing, and before I came to you, I actually just started charging for my services, and I was just charging a couple of $100 for running a single ad campaign or 2 ad campaigns for somebody, because I couldn't see it's funny, like I couldn't understand. Now I totally do, like, it's a big deal, and but at that point I couldn't see how I could package it up and, promote it in a way that my ideal client would see the value in it, and I could charge prices.
So with Maria, what it was is you actually thought, because you were new at running ads, so because you were actually new in doing Facebook advertising for people, because no one knew who you were, you thought that you couldn't actually sell premium packages. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
When you said new, so I had been running ads for myself, but that didn't count, right? So I've been running ads for 2 years for myself, but that didn't count because I was comparing myself to all these people who are out there saying that they've been running ads for 5 years, I wouldn't say 10 years because I don't think you could get Facebook ads around back then. But, out there saying they've spent millions and millions of dollars on Facebook ads, and here I was. So obviously, I thought that I couldn't. There was no way I could charge that.
And the main thing is because you was new. Okay, you was new. So we had a 3-hour mini intensive, and do you want to just share with us? Okay, something else that I need to speak to you about as well, because Camilla, please can you turn your mic off? Camilla, please can you switch off your mic? Please can you mute your mic? Yeah, thank you. Okay, so yes, so where was I? I lost the train of thought now.
You're talking about the intensive.
Yes. So Maria actually booked a discovery call with me because she was desperate, because you were booking discovery calls, weren't you? You were booking discovery calls, but you said to me that you just couldn't close them. They would never say yes. Is that right?
And my definition, and let me clarify, when you say booking calls, my definition of discovery calls were just, exchanging messages with people on Messenger. And I remember the first thing you said to me, why are you talking to these people on the Messenger? Get them to book a call with you. And then, you walk me through what to say on the call. But yes, the first thing I was doing wrong was my approach, right? That I was just talking to these people very casually, via Facebook Messenger or whatnot. Yeah, so that's what I was doing.
Yeah. Okay. So basically, you're being contacted. People were saying, "Hey, Maria, I want you to work. I want to work with you. I'm interested in having you run ads for me," but you were just messaging them. You wasn't booking discovery calls. Can you please share with us why you wasn't booking those calls?
I guess I would have to say, number one, I didn't have a lot of confidence in myself. So I wasn't, and that would obviously come across in the call, right? Nobody wants to work with someone when they are not confident that they can help you achieve those results. So number one, and because I didn't see the value in myself, so I had no confidence. I was actually scared to talk to people. I thought I would come across as salesy, or I thought I'd be either over the top, or I'd be like just too passive. I didn't know what to say on a discovery calls. Because you've got to understand, before that, I was doing something completely different. And from that point onwards, when I was doing the discovery calls, I hadn't spent a lot of time looking, researching that topic, which I normally do. I just thought I'd just go straight to the source and get the help from you. Yeah. So, yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just still trying to connect people on Facebook. All right, yeah. So you had lack of confidence. You didn't have any structure to exactly how to enroll clients, and you didn't have any packages to offer. So you didn't see the value in what you actually offered. So when we booked that discovery call, what made you say yes to working with me at that time?
Okay, so because I had consumed your content on the webinar, so I knew that you are an expert, and then I could see that you knew what you were talking about. So it wasn't like that you were a guru or you've got a ton of press or whatnot. I could just see that you really you knew your stuff, right? That was the first thing. The second thing was that I liked you. You're an amazing person, and I could see you're very authentic and you care so much about your client successes. It's hard for anyone to speak to you and then not work with you. And also because, like I said before, you literally gave the outline for how I would structure my discovery call right in the webinar. So you gave everything in there. It's just that I needed somebody to speak to. So I was on the right, to make sure that I was on the right track. So that's why I came to you.
So we decided because the thing is with Maria, you were booking. People wanted to work with you, so I had to really just let you know that you were in demand. People wanted to work with you. So in our 3-hour session, what we done first of all is raised your confidence. Okay, so I helped you to believe that yes, it's possible. And then what we also done was we created a package, didn't we? And I think the package was about 3,000. Do you remember how you thought about that when we created your first package?
I was like, oh my God, is she kidding me? I was like, there's no way I can charge 3,000. Because remember, before that, I was doing all the busy work. I was just creating content. I was just like a content machine. And I had a couple of clients who were paying me really, really well, but other than that, I would have to literally do a launch to make good money in my business. Okay, and I absolutely knew that I was really, really good. There was no question in my mind. It was a little bit of that insecurity, right? Because for anyone who was not there yet. So so I said, are you sure? Are you sure people would pay that amount? I couldn't believe it, that people would actually pay $3,000 to work with me to create their ad campaigns. And So
Maria actually offers done for you Facebook ad strategy. She actually does the work for you. So we actually, what we done, we created a package so you knew step by step exactly how you were going to work with someone. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then what we done was then we perfected your sales process, because at that time you wasn't getting on Skype, you wasn't speaking to people. So can you share with us exactly how we then transitioned and helped you with the sales process?
Yeah, okay. So the first thing you helped me do was to create a pre-qualifying questionnaire. So I had nothing like that in my business, but now anyone who wants to work with me, I give them a link to my calendar, and they need to fill out an intake form, basically. So I can see whether it would be a good fit or not. So you helped me create that, pre-qualifying questionnaire. So that was super important, because before that people would reach out and they would say, and there's nothing wrong with it, but they would reach out and say, I can spend $5 on Facebook ads, and can you help me? So I needed to get in front of the right people, and also needed them to see whether we'd be a good fit or not. So I created that, and I kept on tweaking it, and it's working really well now. The second thing we did was, again, you helped me structure the call, that how it would actually walked me through it. Oh my God, we spent so much time on it, didn't we? So you have, yeah, because it's for anyone. Like, if is there anyone on the call now who can't see themselves selling packages for 3,000, 5,000, 10,000, they're like thinking, oh my God, what are these people talking about? Like, they can't see, and it takes time. So you help me create the structure of the call, and you help me see that it's okay for me to ask people to make a decision on the call. Like, I don't have to be pushy about it. I don't have to say, yes, you gotta buy, but I have to, I have to basically handle all their objections, right? So there's no reason for them not to make a decision. And although I might admit that I'm not 100% very strict on that. I sometimes, and Petra knows this, that's why she was laughing. I sometimes tell them, okay, get back to me in the 24 hours, because otherwise you'll lose your spot.
So what happened? So after that first session, you booked 3 clients in 1 week. How just speak to us about how that made you feel.
Oh my God, it was out of this world, the feeling. I was so happy. Like, I couldn't believe that it was happening. But then on the other hand, I was like, yes, why not? Like, I know this stuff. I am getting these results. So why not me? I mean, that was from straight away. Like, it doesn't take long for me to switch my mindset. And if I see the successes, and if I see, other people are doing it, I always say, why not me? Okay. So sometimes I might be overthinking, and sometimes I need a coach like Petra, but she'll tell you that I take action very quickly. So yes, so after speaking with her, after the mini intensive, I booked 3 high-paying clients in the first week of working with her. Yeah.
Brilliant. And that's what I like. If you haven't been watching me very long, I always talk about you can get clients 6 weeks or less. All that you need is a strategy, a plan, a creative program, and obviously me. I am your secret weapon, okay? So look, we've gone from charging a few $100, charging 3,000. Can you share with us now the type of businesses you work with, now what kind of spend that they need to have working with you, and now what your new fees are?
Yeah, okay. So I basically work with 2 types of businesses, okay? So the first type of business is somebody who's already established. So they are multiple 6 figures and beyond, and they've got, definitely higher ad budgets. So they might be spending $3,000, $5,000 a month. So these are people who are more established, and they just need me to come in and, create an ad strategy for them, and, run the ad campaigns for them. The second kind of clients that I work with is, is not that established. So they might be just close to hitting their 6 figures, but they're still making some money. And that's very important to talk about. They're still making some money in their business, because otherwise they cannot afford to invest in Facebook ads, and it's not the right time for them. They're better off investing in a Facebook ads course rather than working with a strategist. So for that kind of person, I help them with the launching part of it, as well as the Facebook side of things. So I deliver, different things, but these are the kind of people that I'm working with at the moment.
So do you want to share with us what your new fees are? And I really want to, the reason why I really want you to share this is because I want people to see that when you know the value of what you offer, when you're able to talk about the results that you give to people, when you can clearly articulate why someone should work with you and how working with you is going to make a difference in their life and their business. When you say what your fee is, you can say it with confidence, with ease, and with joy. And then that person is going to confidently, easily pay you effortlessly, okay, to the point where you're not going to be having lots of different objections. Because Maria, did I even teach you objection handling? I don't teach objection handling with my clients, really, do I?
I think I don't remember now, because it's been almost a year. That what exactly? Yeah, but I believe you might have told me a little bit about, if they say this or if they say that. Yeah, but to be really honest, I don't remember that part quite well. I remember all the good.
That's okay. So share with us your new fees, and share with us what your highest monthly income was this year.
Yeah, okay. So currently my packages are $7,000 for a 3-month package with me. So I've more than doubled my fees. So in the beginning, my package was $3,000. Now,
so in the beginning, your service was a few $100s.
No, with you, even with you, when we created the first package, that was around 3,000, when I was freaking out that there's no way I can charge 3,000. Now gone up to 7,000, and it's gonna go up more in the next year. So I had my biggest month this year, that was 40,000. That was October. So I did 40K in revenue, and in the next year, my projection is to hit $250,000. That's $250,000 for the next year. That's what I'm doing. Looking at.
Okay, brilliant. So that's it, really. This is Maria's journey. Okay, she started off as charging a couple of $100s. Now she's raised her fees significantly, tripled them significantly. And now you are way ahead of what you could ever imagined. And this is from a 3-hour coaching session. Okay, this is what happens when you charge and when you create premium packages. So we've got some questions. Camilla's asked, how do you get to work with a coach when you're not working but see the benefits of working with you? Maria, do you want to answer that question for us?
Sorry, can you say that again?
Can you see the chat? If we just open the chat screen, you should be able to see it. So Camilla says, okay, so Camilla, what can I really say? What can I say? You have to be ready. You have to be ready to work with me. You've got to be ready financially to work with me. I think that, there isn't much else you can actually do about that. If you can find the money somehow, but you must be financially ready to work with me. Ruth said, Maria, did you continue to work with your previous clients? Did you transition them to your new way of working?
Yeah. Okay. So that's the interesting thing. The 3 clients that signed up with me at 3,000, 2 of them are still with me, and I haven't raised my fees for them, because I think that is probably bad luck or something to sort of lose your initial clients. So I haven't. So they are super happy with me, because they are still paying me that amount. I haven't raised my fees with them. And one thing I'd like to clarify is the clients that I work with, this initially signed on for a package of 3 months, but then I offer them a retainer fees, right? And they continue to stick with me because they need that ongoing Facebook implementation for the ads and support. So basically, they continue with me. I'm fortunate that I don't have to actually look for clients every single month, and that varies from business to business. But my clients tend to stick with me after even the first 3 months. They're typically very, very happy, with the results they've gotten, and they continue with me.
Okay, so we've got about 10 minutes more to speak and ask questions. So Camilla asked, do I walk them through everything, and how often do I check with my clients? So yes, I do walk through with my clients every single thing. So from the beginning, how to position yourself as a brand, how to book consultations. Do you want to explain as well, Maria, what else do I actually do? Help you to have discovery calls. So yes, I walk them through everything. My clients are not alone, absolutely not alone, okay? So do we have any other questions from anyone else? Do you have any other questions? Hi, Grateful Solutions, thank you so much for joining us. I did this interview with Maria because I'm really, really passionate about helping coaches and consultants to make more money in their business. Money is not a dirty word. Sales is not sleazy or awful, okay? It doesn't matter what it is that you're selling, whether you're selling, you're helping clients to write books, whether you're a stylist, whether you're a consultant, it doesn't matter at all what you're selling. You can create premium packages, and you can, you can have people that are going to be happy to work with you and to pay you in full and on time as well. Just before we go, wait there, let me see if I've got any other questions. Do we have any other questions? Do we want to share anything else, Maria? Also, share what is it like to act, because Maria, we're actually friends now. So Maria is a friend now, okay? And you also manage my Facebook ads. And the way that we actually work together is that when my clients come to me, I help them to create their packages, make sure that they've got an offer that is working, that is converting, so that people are actually buying the offer. And then what I do is I then refer them to you, Maria, for you to then help them to scale their business in terms of ads, in terms of paying, spending money on ads. And that seems to be working very well, doesn't it?
Yeah. Because as I said before, I mean, there's a time and place to run Facebook ads, and certainly there's a time for somebody to invest in a Facebook ads expert. So they've got to be making some money. So when they come to you first, you sort that out for them. So they are now creating packages, they are making money in their business, and the next step for them is to now scale. And the easiest way to scale is with Facebook ads. So then, it's a great way to sort of, like you're helping them to go to that point, basically, by getting them in touch with somebody who can help them with Facebook ads. And I also wanted to say one thing, Petra. I mean, there's a couple of different ways that people can work with you also, isn't it? I mean, they don't necessarily have to just get the intensive or work one-on-one. They can work with you in different ways. So yeah, that's important to say that as well.
Thank you. Yes, you can. You can work with me on full day, VIP days, half days, and also
group coaching programs, don't you?
Pardon?
Group coaching program? You have group coaching programs as well?
Yes, you can also work with me in a group setting as well. So if that's what you want to do, definitely send me a message and we can talk about how we can get you onto that. Oh, we've got people still joining us. Thank you so much for joining us. Do we have any more questions? You can ask Maria and I anything at all, and we are going to answer. We're going to be wrapping up in the next 5 minutes. Also, Maria, do you want to just tell people what it's like to work with me as well, just in case anyone is, wants to know that?
Oh, it's fantastic. Like you say now that we've become very good friends now. Yeah, but even before that, I like that, you know, you're very down to earth and you really truly care about your client's success. You're not just in it that you've got to make money, but you're in it to make a difference. And you help people see their value. You help people, you know, do great work in the world. It's fantastic. I adore you.
Oh, lovely. And what I want to say as well is, how is your view, Maria? How has your view of selling changed?
Okay, so now I definitely see that if I'm not actually putting myself out there, I am doing people a disservice. So like, you know, if I can help somebody, like, so I've helped people triple their businesses. I've helped people create, you know, $30,000. I've helped people get, you know, 11 discovery calls booked in within a month of working with me. So, so if I don't tell them, look, this is what I'm going to do with for you, I'm doing them a disservice, aren't I? So I'm not just, you know, it's not about sales, it's about helping people and it's about a fair exchange of value. So I help them create those big results in their business, and in turn they, sort of they return that by paying me. So it's a fair exchange of value.
Absolutely. And I really want you to hear what she just said then. Working with Maria, okay, she's helped her clients to fill up their webinars of 500 or more people. You have got clients that have tripled their incomes. You've got clients that are booking discovery calls. And this is because you get results, okay? What's really important, everyone, listening, is that people pay you for results. Maria gets results with her clients. I get results with my clients. People are going to pay you results for your clients. And this is why they're going to pay you $3,000 or even more, okay, to work with you, okay? So we are going to wrap up now. We don't seem to have any other questions. Maria, how can we get in contact with you, please?
Yes, you can actually connect with me either on Facebook, or you can just go to my website, which is writinghappiness.com. So that is writinghappiness.com, and you can certainly look that up on Facebook as well, and connect with me on there as well.
Brilliant. Okay. Do we have any questions? Any questions at all? We've got 2 minutes. Any questions? If not, we're going to head off. And if you want to connect with me, you can send me a message on Facebook. My name is Petra Foster. If you now wanting to create premium packages and you want to sell your services for 3,000 or more, and you want to sell them within 6 weeks or less, definitely I'm the person that you need to work with, okay? So just literally send me a message and we can start getting you some clients really, really fast, okay? So I am going to get going. We're going to get going. We have no other questions. Thank you again for joining us live. And we will see you very, very soon. Okay? So you guys take care and thank you for watching. Bye-bye.
Thanks, Petra. Thank you. Thanks, everyone. Bye.